it's important that we make sure that we are prioritizing ourselves, right? So that we can overflow. We have to have an overflow. Your cup has to be full for you, but it has to overflow for our children. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Marquita, your favorite nomadic mom, spiritual coach, and teacher of life. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I am so grateful to have you here on this channel. If you're just joining, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you share the video, and make sure that you comment, interact. Let's get some community going around here. On this channel, we talk all about how to live your very best life as a single parent. So if that is something that you're interested in, please be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can know whenever I post videos. We're just going to be real today. I got some things to talk with y'all about, but today I almost didn't show up. I saved for a long time and was about to go get into bed because sis is tired. I'm tired. My little one ran me rampant today. So I just was like, do I really feel like recording today? And that's the real behind it. Sometimes it just be like I don't feel like doing any work. I don't feel like doing anything. But I have to hold myself accountable. I have to make use of the time that I actually have and make sure that I stay on task, because if not, I would never accomplish anything. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Today we'll be talking about how to maintain self-care as a single parent. We know that it is so important, and if you don't know, you need to go back and listen to my last two videos where I talked about how important it is to fill your cup as a parent. Pretty much to fill your cup as any person, but as a parent it's especially important because we have our energy being drained from us all day long. So it's important that we make sure that we are prioritizing ourselves, right? So that we can overflow. We have to have an overflow. Your cup has to be full for you, but it has to overflow for our children and for people in our families, right? So today we'll be talking all about self-care and how to maintain that as a single parent. Self-care is priority, but also making the time for yourself is important. Having children, having a child, no matter what age it is, it's a time-consuming role. I'm finding out for myself. I have a toddler, but it's still very time-consuming. So if you are not taking advantage of your time and the time that you do have for yourself, then it will just get away from you. I know, because I've had moments where I'm just sitting and I'm just on my phone scrolling and not being present in myself and in my environment, and the time gets away from me. And so in those moments, I have to be like, okay, Marquita, do something for yourself. So it's just important to make sure that you are taking advantage of your time that you do have. For me in particular, I just built a routine around my daughter's sleep schedule. And so with that routine, I just make sure that in those times where she is asleep, that I'm actually doing something to take care of myself, whether that be meditate, read, write, take a nap myself, or work out, whatever it may be. Like, I'm making sure that during those time periods that I'm doing something for myself so that my cup can stay full and overflowing. Full and overflowing. So that's the goal. The goal is to overflow. Okay, so another thing that I had to learn as far as it relates to my self-care and what I needed as a parent was to use my community, to use my tribe, to use my family, and not to be afraid to ask for help. Definitely had to grow into that though, and it's definitely a level of conditioning. It can be challenging to ask for help. We have this notion that we are supposed to handle it all and be everything because we laid down and made the child, right? That was my thought behind it. I laid down and I made this child, so who am I to ask anybody else for help? That was my mindset until I was like, no, no. Like, you actually can just ask, and if someone doesn't want to help you, they can just say no, and then you have to figure it out from there. But I learned to start asking, because if I didn't ask, then I would always be depleted. I would never have any help, and I would always just be giving all of my time and my energy to my baby. And yeah, that would not be good for my mental health at all. So, next thing, as it relates to self care, you want to make sure that you are tending to all of your bodies. So, your mental body, your spiritual body, and your physical body. These are what make up your whole self, and what makes you, or what helps you stay in alignment, and what helps you stay healthy, right? So, making sure you do something for your physical health. I learned that was really helpful from all bodies, like mental, spiritual, and physical, was yoga. Yoga was one thing that I could do that definitely grounded me mentally. It's good for your body, your health, and then also it's a spiritual connection, because you have to be sound, you have to be quiet and still. Those are just some tips, but definitely make sure that tending to the whole of you, all parts of yourself. If you neglect one part of yourself, then the other parts of yourself kind of just fall off. They just fall off. So it's so important to make sure that you are staying grounded and balanced in all of those areas. Eating good, nutritious food, drinking plenty of water, being present, meditating, reading, writing, journaling. Like, whatever you need to do for your mind to be clear and to be focused, and so that you can feel full. That kind of spills over into my next point, in making sure that you are taking care of your health, your skin, your appearance, making sure that you are tending to those parts of yourself that are external, that make you feel good. So, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, getting your lashes done. If you're a woman, if you're a guy, then getting your hair cut, getting your beard groomed, and just making sure that you're doing something for yourself, so that you can stay confident in who you are, and so that you can stay connected with, with your image and who you are. Because one thing that I know that can slip when you have children is your purpose and your image, and just who you are, really. For me personally, this is something that I am continuously having to remind myself about, because I definitely let myself go for a good period of time after I had my daughter. But it was because I was tired, and it was because, like I said before, like, other parts of my bodies were not being tended to, and I was tending to one part and not tending to the other parts. And so in that case, then I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that I was not taking care of myself. So my skincare and my hair care, and my nails and all of that stuff that I did before I had a child, I still don't keep up with it as much, but I still do it. And I mostly do it because it just makes me feel good, right? It makes me feel more confident about who I am. And it just makes me feel good to look in the mirror and be like, okay, girl, like, you look good, okay? Like, check you out, and just be able to give myself that little bit of a confidence boost that I'm not getting from anybody else. Just a final takeaway with all of this, self-care and just everything that you go forth and you do. in your life now that you have a child is remember that you're setting an example. So whatever you are doing for yourself and whatever experience and foundation that you're setting, remember that they are learning from you, right? They're learning from you. They're learning from what they're picking up on in their environment. So if you're working out, if you're doing yoga, the kids are going to work out. They're going to do yoga. When I read more, Divine reads more. When I'm on my phone more, Divine's on her phone more. So it's just about being more conscious about what example you want to set in your household. So that's all I have for you all today on self-care as a single parent. If you all have any more tips, please be sure to leave them in the comments. I would appreciate them, as well as I know the community will appreciate them. Just share with me your personal experience on, how you show up for yourself and how you are taking care of yourself as a single parent, single mom, single dad. I would love to hear all about it. If you found any value in this video, please be sure to share. Please be sure to like, and please be sure to subscribe. I hope you all have an amazing day. Peace.